That's an example of dual weapons. A dual SMG shoots like 20 shots in bursts when you are in iron sights.
Hyperion shouldn't be able to find you here.
Thanks. I tried to make it very...
Gruesome?
I was gonna say cozy.
You've strapped charred bandit corpses around the entrance.
Corpses can be cozy. Kinda like our place in New Haven before...
Yeah, I'm going now.
Suave, Lilith.
I'll come get this one second, because it'll bring me back up here, and I need to be over here to do the next side quest, which goes back into the Hunting the Firehawk area in Frostburn. My aim is just amazing. Oh wow, that was so good. Splooge.
So what's the emergency?
Liquefied a guy.
Come again?
I was out hunting and I found some of that iridium stuff, and one of those weird worshipper guys sees me and I chase him down and grab him, and he just...
Liquefied?
It was awesome. I don't know if it's because of the vault opening or being a siren or both, but this iridium stuff...
I'm gonna check savagely.
You look really pale.
Yeah, I passed out a few times, but this could be huge.
Okay, but why not just send an echo? Why call me out here and increase the risk of Hyperion finding out you're still working with the Crimson Raiders?
Because he... How are you doing?
I think I'm gonna leave now.
Okay.
This side quest really gets you into Lilith's character, and why everybody thinks she's an addict, which,
Shut up!
she is an addict, but, it's interesting how she ended up that way. Just because of the characters, the, developers. I have to believe they realized it during development and just went with it, because it's hard to write dialogue like that when and not go like, this is a crackhead. That was a badass. It's not gonna help me much because it's only 8. But we came here for this guy because we've had 2 of them, and he always spawns here. Because a herald, an unkempt herald, can be useful up to like level 25. If, especially on Salvador, it's disgusting. And it's like level 12. So, yeah. If you know about it, you should always go after it if you're in the area. So even though it's 1%, the time it does drop, you'll be happy that you went for it. Which, funny story, in my One Life to Live run, my very first one I tried,
Beautiful misery.
I actually found an Unkempt Herald on my first Savage Lee kill, so I was farming him for some experience before I went to Lilith. And the Herald is a very, very good weapon to have in One Life to Live because it's extremely powerful. So it can save your ass a lot. I'm so good. You see all those bullets that hit that guy? And all those numbers that didn't pop up? Yep. Total skill. Ooh, weapon chest.
Yeah.
Jack just left them for dead in the snow, evidently. The raiders could use the help. You should track them down.
Another vault hunter, huh? I'll see if I can contact him by Echo on my way back to Sanctuary.
Good. You can go now.
Well, I'm sorry. I just got here.
I'm a little busy waging a one-woman war on every bandit in the tundra, so you can focus on taking down Jack. But hey, if you want to hang out, I can just give up this Firehawk thing and let the Bloodshots overrun Sanctuary.
No, you're right, of course.
Are you sure? I can make cocoa. We could talk about boys.
I'll just talk to you once I find the vault hunter. I'm sorry for... I'm sorry.
The reason I'm just swinging wildly is because
Play hard to get.
I have this talent, which increases my melee damage, and the bonus goes up another 30% if I have no shield or my magazine is empty.
That's how you do it.
Since my shield wasn't empty, but my magazine was, I was making sure I wasn't reloading so that I would have the 50% damage bonus the entire time. It's just nice. It doesn't help much right now. It will when I get Silence the Voices. And that's when you get to start seeing Craig really come into his own as a really powerful character.
Hey y'all, welcome to the new and improved Kitchen.
With some really interesting mechanics because he can really destroy a group of enemies or just kill himself, all based on RNG. And it's fun, and you'll get to see it once I get to that level. Maybe not today, we'll see, but I'm gonna try and get close.
You can't stop me.
Hey, this is a little bit smoother than yesterday, but I'm also not like 10. So we're going to Frostburn Canyon to meet this crazy guy, which I'm gonna need this. I don't know if I'm gonna use my rockets because,
A fantastic day for capitalism.
as you can see, I can't buy rockets here. I'd have to buy them at Sanctuary, which would require going back.
Like a good friends.
And I'm gonna need the fire weapon for the very first part of this quest chain.
I am Incinerator Clayton, and you. I witnessed you enter the lair of the Firehawk and return unharmed.
That I did, sir.
If you wish to serve our mother, you must pass a test. Use a fire weapon to send my brothers to the eternal flame.
Send them.
And return them to me.
Huh. Burning people alive is mildly shady, but these cultists sound like they want it, which is weird. Do what he asks, I guess.
Burning. Yeah. This is an interesting quest. Oh, nice. We won't be burning. Well, yeah, let's burn him.
I'm gonna swallow your throat.
And that's what happens when you use a dull sniper rifle that consumes 2 ammunition.
These guys are resistant to fire, but Clayton wants you to burn them. Tricky. You might want to whittle them down with a non-elemental gun, then switch to a fire weapon.
My flesh is forever.
Yeah, she gave me a good strategy. We won't. Ooh! I might use that.
Yes, Torch. Bring me more ashes, just like that. What is more beautiful than a handful of ashes? Nothing! Nothing at all!
I already have all the ashes, so I'm gonna use this and then just use my rocket when I need it. Oh, damn! I don't think this is better than a level 13 coach gun. It isn't. But this in a speedrun, if I had found this, this would have carried me for a very, very long time. This is a triple-barreled shotgun, Jacobs, so it's very high damage, and it has fire fast as you pull the trigger. Since in speedruns you do infinite ammunition, that essentially means you fire as much and as fast as you can mash. So it's extremely powerful.
Enough, my young torch. I can feel the Firehawk smiling
It only has one shot per barrel, but that doesn't even matter for my build, because I reload pretty fast. And it does a lot of damage.
These children now know an ecstasy I can only dream of. Thank you, Torch. Return to me for further trials.
Sounds like you're in. Let me know if they're up to anything dangerous, other than burning themselves alive.
I like this quest a lot.
Unfortunate news, Torch. There are idolaters among us. Children
This question.
who betrayed their one true mother, the fire.
A traitor!
They follow a heathen devil.
Yeah, I'm busy though.
I implore you, destroy this pretender and all those who follow him.
Who cares if they worship somebody else? Look, just play along.
He does.
Clayton needs to trust you completely. If they've been doing anything that we need to stop, that's the only way you'll hear about it.
Because he is a false idol, and we must destroy it. And torch the non-believers. That's how this works, right?
No fence on this fence.
There's no fence on this fence.
It's strangling time.
Doo-doo-doo, just swinging at the ants. Just swinging at the ants. And that's one of the reasons I didn't explain it while I was doing it, that this shotgun is actually really good with my Craig build. Is I can actually take pot shots if I didn't kill them and they're low with my 50% damage buff. Also, if you didn't notice during that, my second part of my build has already taken a huge effect. Fuel the Rampage reduces the cooldown on my action skill, Blood Axe Rampage, every time I take damage, and it's 40% higher right now. It'll be even more later when it's health damage instead of shield damage. In multiplayer, this also lets teammates shoot me, which can be really frustrating, but it's worth it because you can just spam your action skill more and more and more. That skill also makes it really easy to get several release the beast procs within a small period of time. Because it lets your cooldown go down and down and down. I'm not reloading on purpose, as you know. Spiders everywhere! I'm actually gonna take this rifle. It's a dull barrel. I'm less stoked about this rifle. As you can see, the psycho right here, that psycho right there. That's where Scorch is.
Somebody delivered a feast!
And I suck at aiming, so this is going to be a really frustrating time. Or not, because I managed to smack him in the butt.
As weird as this cult is, I gotta admit, seeing them kill that false god for me was kind of flattering. Ugh, I'm a bad person.
I hate fire spider ants because for some reason I can never hit them in the thorax. Like, you see me standing over the thorax, but it's not hitting the thorax. So that's taken care of. We killed Scorch. Torch. I'm Torch. I think there's 2 more quests left in this chain, and the next one's pretty fun. It's another backtracking quest, which is kind of annoying, but, you know, they have to get all the use they can out of every area without, overdoing it, which there are 2 quest chains where I'd say they did overdo it, and this being one of them, because you'll see why. So we're about to get that quest. Another one is a very, very long quest chain that doesn't really overuse areas per se, but because it's a chain, it's hard to do anything with it. And that's where it sort of overstepped its welcome.
They only seem to hurt themselves and that Scorch guy. Maybe we should just leave them alone.
They always seem to hurt themselves and that Scorch guy. Slowly adding people to the list.
The enkindling is almost upon us, Torch, but the Firehawk spoke to me in a dream.
That's always a bad thing.
Did another sacrifice.
No, I didn't.
The burning of her favorite son, the midget known as Mex. You must take him to the soaring dragon in the southern shelf and incinerate him within the jaws of the great mechanical beast who dwells there.
I ran straight through the southern shelf, so you didn't get to actually see the dragon.
Matchstick is our most devoted brother.
You'll get to see it now, though. It's a pretty cool design. And I just sort of walked right past it without looking at it.
100 people? Okay, that's impressive. I mean, they were probably just other members of the cult, right? Right?
The denial is real. Like, it couldn't be real, people, right? Yeah? Yeah?
Welcome, customer. May it help you kill many things.
Oh, I did get 13. Good stuff. We're gonna sell this bushwhack, which is really sad because it's so good. And, since I do want to get back into speedrunning, seeing a bushwhack and then getting rid of it really makes me sad. But this coach gun's really good too. So we're going to the southern shelf. That's an interesting weapon. I haven't learned bodies because you don't really need to when you're looking at weapons, but I know like most of like the pieces of each gun. Since we stopped last night and I closed the game, the bosses will be back. but that's a thing. As you can see, my crit was really high. Like, as good as a point-blank range long rider shot. Not as good as that bushwhack, but I was not at close range like the bushwhack was. So it'll get even better.
I see meat muscles.
I can't believe I missed both of those shots. We're killing Boom Boom because the extra XP is nice. Because he is a boss. It's something I didn't mention because as you're just sort of playing through it, it's not a thing. But Boom Boom's the first enemy you encounter with armor. Which since you probably aren't going to have corrosive weapons this early in the game, or slag. Slag's impossible. I'm pretty sure corrosive's impossible. But I could be wrong on that. Since you won't have these things to make it easier, and fire and normal bullets do terrible damage. There's the soaring dragon. It's Flint's ship. But there's the dragon head. We never went to that side of the ship. I sort of just ran up here so you didn't really get to get a good look at it before. It's pretty cool design. And it's interesting how it's just sort of stuck in that glacier.
You can't stop me.
I've killed a lot of psychos. I don't know why they say that when most of them aren't carrying shotguns. Especially since it's like Marauders. And like Marauders. We're saying it. And Marauders carry like pistols and SMGs and stuff. I think I had a Jacob's rifle. First time I did this, I thought the thing was over here. Because of the thing. And I hadn't learned that arrow means up yet. Because I was doing everything in order. Like side quests, the moment I got them, I would do them. Up until the very end, where I started to do them. Started to skip them, because Salvador really gets into his own near the end of the first playthrough. Near the end of NG, starts to become a monster. So, that was a fire weapon. You should be able to tell by sound, but I can't. It's easy to tell by visuals, though, because I'm staring at his face and I see fire coming out of the gun. Typically you won't get that chance, but
If you got the money, I'll save your gall darn life.
I didn't want to compare. Oh, that's better.
Alive out there.
I didn't expect to find a better class mod in the middle of nowhere, so that's pretty cool. It's funny that I bought the small on rocket launcher and I haven't really used it, but I'll actually have a purpose for it in a few quests. am sort of taking this area for granted, and I shouldn't because I'm only 13. At the same time, it isn't that hard because I am 13. So. But I shouldn't be so casual about it. Like, it is still... I could still end up in fight for my life, and that would be really, really... Someone has a fire weapon. That time I heard it based on sound. Because it does make a different sound. And then I saw it on my face. That's the first time I've actually thrown an axe because it was relevant to do so. Because the axes arc, if you aren't used to them, it's hard to hit them. Especially if you're trying to get good at them. Because some of Craig's best damage comes from critical hitting with the axe. That red dot you see is Captain Flint. He's already aggroed because we've passed the cutscene. And sometimes he does that even before you've passed the cutscene, which is interesting when it happens. Crazy crits right there. But yeah, that's a fire weapon. You don't want to get hit by fire weapons. Like, that's the noise. If you're gonna learn a noise for a weapon, fire weapon. Because unless your shield's up, which actually even with your shield up, it will ignite, and then once your shield's down, it's going to do a lot of damage. And in true Vault Hunter, or mostly just Ultimate Vault Hunter, I just slagged myself, which is not good times. Oh, good stuff. So basically, that spot was supposed to blow open, and it didn't. So essentially, I got up there. Ready to walk up and kill things. And there was nothing to stand on. Because of a kill trigger.